One Zambia, One Nation, and thanks for joining us on Zanis News. To present, my name is Juliet Mtale. Top stories in the news tonight. 21 Mbala women undergo fistula surgery. Chirundu Council embarks on feeder road rehabilitation. And Chipata women receive empowerment funds. Zanis News in detail. A fistula surgeon, Goshen Kasanda, has called on women suffering from obstetric fistula to seek early medical treatment. Dr. Kasanda says some women are ashamed to seek treatment because of the nature of their fistula condition. He was speaking during a repair surgery camp organized by the Fistula Foundation at Mbala General Hospital. Here are other details by Godfrey Chikumbi.
Mbala General Hospital in Mbala district of Northern Province is one of the 9 fistula treatment centers in Zambia where women who suffer from obstetric fistula go for repair surgeries. Fistula Foundation is an organization that has partnered with the government of the Republic of Zambia to organize fistula repair camps where a team of doctors conduct surgical operations on women suffering from the condition. During this surgery camp, about 20 women are to undergo various obstetric fistula repair surgeries. Dr. Goshen Kasanda from Lusaka is a lead surgeon at this fistula repair camp.
Fistula, this is a problem which occurs to a woman after delivery if she had prolonged labor. It's a hidden problem because people don't easily come out to talk about this problem. So they will suffer silently. They will have this problem of leaking urine, smelling urine, or leaking feces, but they will not come out. So it's a hidden problem. But looking at the treatments that we have been conducting, the mobilization of patients that we have been conducting, it is clear that this problem is still with us.
We all come together in one place, gather patients so that from different localities and yet for the common purpose. This helps us gain skills from our consultants. And once we gain the skills, then we go back to our various localities and continue helping women with such a problem.
To effectively address the burden of obstetric fistula in Northern Province, it's critical to know how many women need fistula repair and where they live.
To do community outreach, mobilizing the SMAGs, whom we train after, so that they can also roll out the sensitization.
For Zanis TV, Godfrey Chikumbi reporting in Mbala, Northern Province.
Chief Nondo of the Mambwe people of Senga Hill has praised government for ensuring that health facilities countrywide are stocked with medical supplies. The traditional leader says the distribution of health center kits in all rural health facilities across the country through the Zambia Medicine and Medical Supplies Agency is unprecedented. Chief Nondo said the quality leadership that President Hijilema has shown so far in the health sector of recruiting health workers and the distribution of medicine in health facilities is encouraging. The chief further called on his subjects and health workers in his chiefdom to remain vigilant and ensure that medicine is not stolen from the health facilities. And Lupongwe Health Post in Mpulungu facility in charge, Agnes Mwafis, said it is the first time that the facility has received enough medicines for different ailments. Gracious Mulambia said the facility has received 8 center kits to cater for 50,000 catchment population.
Asanga banase pobali ero nomba lila bamuchecheta bati kweno mutetutwete bamulembela ka pepa la bati kabiyo kwine mwe mfwayo muti nkwaye mushila mushila tila kafuiri yoko nomba palilelo ila kwena imiti na ifika mushipatala na abantu besu bene ababomfi nabo na batasha abantu nomba chapanga kuti babe kwati baba bize mkubomba ichilengele chi butungulushi kuri ba president bakainde ichilema balangisha ubutungulushi bwino pakulenga kuti imiti pari inoshita yaisula mufipatala kaino mumakona ziyonse ya Zambia chintu chimo chakuti tukite mumbati fetu watotera fe wonse finga fo wale kusundila abantu.
In education news, Chipangali Town Council has commenced the distribution of 1,300 desks to schools in the district procured at a cost of 1.9 million kwacha. Chipangali Member of Parliament Andrew Lubusha flagged off the distribution exercise at Inkwele Primary School. Here are the details.
The experience before the coming in of the desk wasn't a good one. My learners would sit down on the floor completely. This class had no desks. So every learner in this class would sit down. So with the coming in of CDF, they brought the school a total number of 116 desks. And in this class, I have 24 desks. As we can see, there are 24 desks in this class. And every learner is sitting on a desk. As you can see, each desk is having 2 learners. The experience, as we can tell from my smile, it's awesome. I should mention that if you are to see how my learners' handwriting is improving every day, I work up knowing that I'm going for work, knowing I'm going to see a child who is smiling, a child who is ready to learn.
Deliver the desks in line with the presidential directive that we received. It was not a presidential directive that came empty-handed. It was a presidential directive that was followed by financing through the CDF, hence us finding it easy to simply deliver and implement the presidential directive.
We now move to Central Province. The Shibuyunji Town Council will spend 1 million kwacha to improve road network in the district using the Equalization Fund and locally generated resources. Town Council Chairperson Adrian Mwanakanyemba says the roadworks will be done in 12 wards. That will be done in 12 wards have already commenced. Here are the details.
Shibuyunji Town Council Chairperson Adrian Mwanakanyemba has flagged off the rehabilitation works of feeder roads in Shibuyunji district of Central Province. Mr. Mwanakanyemba said the local authority aims at creating a smooth, safe and accessible road for the people in the area. He adds that government is aware of the challenges people face due to the poor state of the roads. The mayor said this during the flagging off ceremony of the roadworks which was held in Nampundwe.
Tatutoka kupanga borodi kuna Mpundwe twaswa kuna Mpundwe tokuya ku mawadi mpaka wonse mawadi alituo yali kubika marodi ono twajibona kwamba ati nkambona Mpundwe ni town ndumwe bana town samulisha ku town kuno hapo nikambire na ku town we so muna Mpundwe twali kwereka tupanga bonangu 3 kilometers ya road but twanda kupanga road kuzwako kuya ku down kuya kubanjirira church kuya muri kubwene.
Motorists in Shibuyunji district have commended government for the timely move.
Shibuyunji because mamotoka yaonongeka maningi mu wiki tishinja mabojo and matao dance so nga batishinjira ko rain season tingazinyamula abantu tingacho pepa ko maningi government bakatanzira pokonza road tingamikire maningi kuti road at least binangu na matera tingasiyogula after 1 month.
Government has always prioritized the safety and well-being of its citizens, and this project is another step towards achieving that goal. Tina Kawamba reporting for Zanis in Shibuyunji District, Central Province.
We continue with the news. Chirundu Town Council has embarked on feeder road rehabilitation program at a cost of 2.1 million kwacha using the 2023 Constituency Development Fund CDF and locally generated resources. The Town Council Chairperson Nevas Mujindu says the local authority will rehabilitate all the major roads and crossing points in the district. Let's take a look.
In order to stimulate market access for agriculture produce and movement of agro imports from outlying areas of Chirondo district of Southern Province, the local authority has embarked on an ambitious feeder road rehabilitation program. Using the Constituency Development Fund (CDF) and a component of the locally generated resources, the local authority has placed road infrastructure rehabilitation and maintenance as a priority. Chirondo Town Council chairperson has inspected the ongoing road works being done by the local authority in the central business district, residential areas, and those leading to agricultural places.
Yeah. So I'm happy that for the first time since 1964, since independence, great that they are showing our people that the president, His Excellency, is committed. He's really committed. This is your country, you also deserve better. Even you people from the villages, you deserve better. And the government is committed, and we have seen for the first time.
As for motorists and other road users, they are optimistic that the local authority will continue to improve the status of both township and feeder roads in the district that are in a deplorable state due to continuous destruction of roads and bridges due to the heavy rains.
I would have come earlier before this road was graded. You could take 1 hour to reach the tarmac, but for now it just takes 20 minutes to reach the tarmac, which is better. As you can see here, there's a lot of activities going on. We have my gardens and whatsoever. So this gesture which the government has shown, we appreciate. We can give the government a distinction instead of a merit.
Away from Kabanana to Zalaunga, it's 14.5 kilometers. Now, looking at the previous time that we had, the road was so bad such that for you to reach Zalaunga, we used to take more than an hour. But this time around, looking at the local authority, our road has been graded. At least we appreciate, we look forward to the government that they can offer us, they can do something like maybe a tarmac, because this side, Zaraunga, it is the area where we have Kafio River. We also have farmers, a lot of farmers who supply vegetables and other things, Chirondo town. So the farmers contribute a lot, and a lot of people. We have clinics, we also have schools up there.
Ongoing road works being done by the local authority include light grading, compacting, watering of roads in the central business district and residential areas. Zanis reports in Chirondo district, Southern Province.
And in agriculture news, about 800 small-scale farmers will benefit from the Food Security Park program being implemented by the Department of Community Development in Lufwanyama district. Acting District Commissioner Gloria Shitaru flagged off the distribution exercise. More in this report.
They are part of Food Security Park beneficiaries in Lufwanyama district for wetland farming season. Compound D, urea and maize seeds are among the farming inputs delivered so far, and distribution exercise has commenced.
The new Dawn government is supporting the farmers with the inputs which are meant to help them produce enough food to make them food secure at household level. The Food Security Park has 3 components, which are rain-fed, wetland, and alternative livelihood. The wetland component is implemented during the dry season and takes advantage of available water bodies for irrigation and watering. This year, Lufwanyama is implementing the wetland for the second time. With these few words, I officially open the wetland input distribution.
Program implementers are eager to finalize the distribution exercise in no time.
In Lufwanyama district, we have a total number of 800 beneficiaries. So each beneficiary is entitled to 2 bags. And we've also received orange maize for 400 beneficiaries and an assortment of vegetables and chemicals. We are scheduled to finish by Wednesday or Thursday.
Beneficiaries are grateful to government.
Twalombokwe batu kupyunga kwenu kupitilishe na kulibabo bambi pakutifwe bolero tulesumuka.
Early distribution of farming inputs is proved to be an effective measure in boosting agriculture production and food security, especially at household level. Reporting, I'm Agrippa Slumbwe, Kapabot Province.
And still in the news, Gwembe District has flagged off the distribution of farming inputs under the Food Security Pack to 600 beneficiaries in the area. Acting District Commissioner Jacob Botmas says the inputs will be distributed to vulnerable but viable farmers. Brian Kapuka now reports.
Acting District Commissioner Dr. Jacob Botma flagged off the distribution of inputs to the beneficiaries in the Gwembe District.
It is gratifying to be here today to officially flag off the 2023-2024 wetland farming inputs. The government of the Republic of Zambia, led by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, is committed to supporting poor and vulnerable households through its social protection and women empowerment programs. The Department of Community Development, therefore, received inputs for wetland component under Food Security Pack program for the year 2023-2024 farming season to assist the vulnerable but viable farming households.
And Dr. Botma has warned the beneficiaries not to sell the inputs.
No one is expected to sell any of these inputs. Should that happen, then you'll be defeating the good intentions and efforts of government.
Meanwhile, District Agriculture Coordinator David Muntari says the selection of beneficiaries was done in a transparent manner.
We already selected the beneficiaries. These are people who are supposed to do the wetland farming. We have also selected the transporters. So today's flag off, it means that the inputs are supposed to be taken to the beneficiaries, sir.
Beneficiaries have thanked government for the food security pack given to them and have called for close monitoring of the program. Brian Kapuka reporting for Zanis in Gwembe District, Southern Province.
A visiting South African entrepreneur has challenged Zambian women to engage in meaningful income-generating businesses. Speaking during the Inuka Business Networking Conference in Lusaka, Nodumo Makwetuka cited Inuka as one of the business ventures that women can take up and be economically independent. Lakson Makosa filed in this report.
The women folk have been urged to engage in income-generating businesses so as to avoid depending on one stream of income. A business consultant, Cynthia Smwaka, said women should not depend on one source of income if they want to be financially independent. Dr. Smwaka said this on the sidelines of the Inuka networking conference held in Lusaka.
We decided to come up with this conference because women need multiple sources of income. You cannot just depend on one source of income. And as networkers, we realize that a lot of people have been scammed into quick scheme, Ponzi schemes, simply because they do not understand the difference between a business, a real business, and a Ponzi scheme.
And visiting South African entrepreneur stated that Inuka business has given most women financial growth and freedom.
The benefits that women get from doing the Inuka business is financial freedom. And besides all that, when you are in the Inuka business, you get to feel that you are selling good quality products.
Beauty Kateole is one of the Inuka agents whose livelihood has positively transformed since joining the beauty product business.
Through this Inuka, I'm able to at least find transport for my kids going to school, buy breakfast, help my husband with small things at home. Actually now I'm even planning to go back to school using the money that I've raised through Inuka.
Organizers of the Inuka Business Networking Conference have expressed happiness with the turnout of the event.
So what we're trying to do is to empower as many Zambians as possible to be able to make their own income, and also to allow for those who are in full-time employment to sort of try and balance their work and business so that they don't run out of money once they are out of employment.
Women have also been counselled to desist from engaging in Ponzi business schemes, but instead to venture into established businesses such as Inuka.
My encouragement would be, if you're not making money, maybe you need to sit back and think, what are things that you could do better so that you do start making money?
It's shown me that people still want more, that there's more to life, and that there's still an opportunity for people to be empowered.
Reporting for Zanis, I'm Lakson Makodza.
Meanwhile, Luangwa District Council Secretary Stephen Malenga says the local authority plans to build a modern market worth 2.3 million kwacha using the 2023 Constituency Development Fund. Mr. Malenga says the council is also renovating a market in Ndlalo Ward in an effort to address street vending in the district. Here are the details from Lista Ndumba.
Stakeholders in Luangwa District held an engagement meeting to find solution to street vending and impacts of flash floods to the marketers in the district. Luangwa District Council Secretary Stephen Malenga said the renovation and construction of the markets will help bring sanity as well as keep the town clean.
This time is quite a challenge because we don't have markets where our people can trade from. That's the more reason why we are renovating the market within the CBD, Zalwa, and we are yet to construct a new modern market in Kapulawa.
Luangwa District Commissioner Luke Chkan said the building of an ultra-modern market in the district is long overdue.
Right. Normally we have those flash floods. Sometimes we don't even raise ourselves here, but the water will come from somewhere else. And those that are on the main street, the P145 at Marketplace there, every time it's flooded. So this is long overdue. CS, we need to move in and have ultra-modern market.
Stakeholders further went on the sites of the two markets.
Nakumbukira mao yaba president watu bazikola Zambia wakainde ishiremo ni wanabwera mu 2016 wanati promise kuti nikawina za kumangira ni new modern station na new modern market mu Luangwa. So when it is expectation yatu ni kuti ba council bafunika kusebenza within the range of the time so that yasira mu musanga.
But one thing that we need to caution our authorities that the stakeholders must be consulted when things are done. And that way, if we are talking about taking the development to the people have a say, the people have rights. But for this time, I think I'm happy that we are going to construct the modern market here.
We have seen it's quite spacious and it's going to take up to roughly around 250 to 300 traders.
Lista Ndumba reporting in Luangwa District.
The Ministry of Community Development and Social Welfare has released over 375,000 kwacha to be given out as loans to women in Chipata District under the Village Banking. District Commissioner Elida Banda says the beneficiaries will get the loans to invest in their businesses. Sylvester Chishimba now reports.
It is a joyous occasion for these women coming from various communities of Chipata District in Eastern Province. The women are receiving loans from government through the Ministry of Community Development and Social Welfare under the 15th Loan Disbursement Program for Village Banking. Chipata District Commissioner Elida Banda was represented at the ceremony by District Administrative Officer Kapemba Skazwe.
The Microcredit and Savings Program for Women, which we call Village Bank, aims at providing soft loans to women to witness the disbursement of 377,500 to 310 women who among some are getting loans amounting to 1,000 and others 2,500 kwacha to invest in their small-scale businesses at 0.8% flat rate interest per week, which will be paid over a period of 25 weeks. The justification for empowerment of communities is that poverty eradication can only be achieved if and when the people themselves take charge of the empowerment initiatives in their communities and households.
Here, the women give testimonies on how this empowerment program has benefited them.
Indrama ni yabwino nito ntokoma nikulu kulingana na nzeru zako ngati ukatola ila ndalama waika malonda ugulisa malonda nikulu ngako ne kwanilisha ndi tukumanga foundation box yang'ana teti pano sunuziva zati ni chiti azimaya nzanga iyi ndalama niyosa gulira vakulya kuti madresi kapena chinji
Earlier, Chipata Village Banking Committee Chairperson Gretu Nchinjili implored the beneficiaries to put the loans to good use.
Nipempo kwa inu sindimwe mweka amene mfuniko ndalama mfuniko landira ndalama izai ni vambiri amene afuniko tenga kombali, isn't it? So tientike konzeru tikatenga ndalama izi tisebenzese moyenerera. Osati naona handbag panjira na gulapo ata kaili nikangono chaberekani ntengepo naona nkuku kwa neba na gula ija business amene na plana sinza pindu kaili ni chef ya kapito.
For Zanis is Sylvester Chimba in Chipata District.
In other news, Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has commended Collision, an Italian company, for supplementing government efforts in protecting the environment through its core-friendly technology initiatives. Details in this report.
Deforestation through charcoal burning is an environmental concern that has continued to affect people on the Copper Belt, as many hectares of land are lost every year. However, an Italian organization has held a stakeholders meeting in Ndola to get views on how to complement government's effort in protecting the environment through offering eco-friendly technologies of using improved cooking stoves.
We train people on new income generating skills in order to cut down the activity of the charcoal production, charcoal burning, and also the selling of charcoal. How do we do that? We will start by introducing and giving for free to the community improved cook stoves, which saves up to 70% of the charcoal which is normally used in a traditional imbaula. This allows also to save a lot of money to the community. Then we're going to train them and empower them, giving them new skills through training in order to set a new market for the activities and the products that they're going to produce from the training that we give them to them.
Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo has commended the initiative.
Deforestation is one of the worst enemies of ourselves. If you go to some places, for example, I can give you Southern Province. Because of deforestation, for some time I think there was a problem of rain. Actually, I don't know which benefit you can get from deforestation. So it's important to support a company like this one. And this is why the President, His Excellency President Akainde, created a Ministry of Green Economy to try and protect the forest.
Chief Nkambo of the Lumber people has welcomed the company's drive to save the environment.
As the traditional leaders, sometimes we were feeling that this battle was ours alone. Telling our subjects, no, you shouldn't. And they were becoming so annoyed. Where will we find money? On what are we going to be depending? And so it's quite comforting to see companies and organizations to come on board to help us fight this. So,
in engagement with stakeholders in fighting charcoal burning, the key effect of deforestation is welcome. Tovini Ngombe, Zanis, Ndola.
Finally, in the news, government says it is working towards institutionalizing the Ukusefia Pangwena traditional ceremony of the Bemba-speaking people. Northern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lewis Mwape has disclosed that government intends to construct a museum at the Ngwena village in Mongwi to depict the Ulubemba culture and traditions. He said this when a delegation comprising government officials and the Bemba Royal Establishment visited Ngwena village as part of the preparations for the ceremony, which is scheduled for next month. Here is a report.
The Ukusefya Pangwena organizing committee led by Paramount Chief Chitimukulu have visited Ngwena village in Mungwi district to check on the progress of works at the site ahead of the Ukusefya Pangwena traditional ceremony, which is scheduled to take place on 17th to 19th August 2023.
Our role first of all is to contribute labor, to contribute technical capacity, contribute other resources to ensure that our traditional ceremony here in the northern province, this one, Ukusefya Pangwena, becomes successful.
Northern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lewis Mwape, who was part of the delegation, reiterated government's commitment in institutionalizing the Ukusefya Pangwena ceremony.
Make it as a society so that even as we do the permanent structures, this place can be very, very active. So as government, we also want to, with my colleagues from tourism, culture, national heritage, we are intending to construct even a museum.
The Paramount Chief revealed during the meeting that the Bemba Royal Establishment is planning to conduct exchange visits, but bemoans the lack of accommodation.
To register my exchanges to Nepal. It's very, very historic. And we have been working it for about 2-3 years in Abaritunga because I'm very close with him. To cover if you're sitting in a shan. So our challenges not to Kwanta especially kuma accommodation.
Taonga Nkoma reporting for Zanis in Mungwi district.
As we end Zanis news, we recap on the headlines. 21 Mbala women undergo fistula surgery. Chirundu Council embarks on feeder road rehabilitation. And Chipata women receive empowerment funds. Well, that is all we had for Zanis News. My name is Juliet Mutale, saying enjoy the rest of the programming. Bye-bye.